start to rise. Obviously, the bigger, the more the higher over that ratio, the worse. And for women, it's 0.85. And then a 2011 review of studies showed that waist circumference and waist to hip ratio had a more direct link to health conditions than BMI. So that's why I like, if you had to compare the two measurements, body measurements are better than the scale. So if
anything's better than BMI.
It's almost. It's so stupid, right?
I'm surprised that we even still have those in offices. And
they're actually obese people. It makes sense.
They just needed something simple. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, boom, here's your BMI. It's an easy measurement.
You're just heavy.
Well,
I don't have to do anything
And when
else.
it was created, I would assume that the population that was truly lifting weights and exercising was probably really, really small.
It still is.
Yeah.
Right.
It still is.
Right. It is.
To be lean and have a high BMI is still pretty rare, to the point where if you get life insurance, you have to tell them. You call them when they say your height and weight. You say, oh, but I'm athletic.
But I have muscle.
Well, I remember that's why one of the reasons why we liked. Remember when we used to work with Health IQ? That was one of the great things. They were like one of the few insurance companies that like take that into consideration. That nobody's really looking after these people that that actually work out.
Totally.
Hey, now that. Hey, welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man, with the technical difficulties. Yeah, y'all wouldn't know, man. Production. I be trying to be production. I am production. I run it. I do what I do. But let me go ahead and get y'all motivation for the day. Yesterday was motivation for my women out there. So now we're going to kick it. We got to find motivation for something on today. Now, Tuesday, we decided to switch over to doing, hold on, I'm trying to get my camera right. See, technical production. So yesterday we did motivation. Well, Tuesday we did motivation for business, and I really like that. So we need to come up with something for Thursdays, and it could be, okay, got it. I just figured it out. Since it's Healthy Mental Thursday, we're going to do motivation for your mental health on Thursdays. Okay, so Monday is motivation for my mans and them. Tuesday is motivation for business. You out there. Getting it? Wednesday, motivation for my women. Thursday, motivation for your mental health. Then Friday, we'll find something for Friday, too. All right, so let's get it. Motivation for my mental. I didn't want to type directly mental health because they're gonna drill us. They gonna drill us. All right, Morgan, here we go.
Just you.
We might have seen
building your app.
We about to find
on
out.
base 44.
You just want to step out of it, to step out of the whole race, the whole business. The monstrosity of being alive overwhelms you.
If you have depression, if you have anxiety, if you have post-traumatic stress disorder, if you have any kind of mental health condition, this is not something to ignore.
Depression, frustration, anxiety, pain, disillusion. It's just a natural part of the process of becoming a stronger version of yourself.
The thing that keeps one living is a sense of future, that there will be a tomorrow, and tomorrow I've got to do this, and then the day after I've got to do that.
Get started. And I'm going to tell you right now, it won't be easy. It will be hard because life is hard. That's what life is.
With depression, one of the most important things you could realize is that you're not alone.
I've been places and someone has said, well, you lost an arm and a leg, so you have a right to be depressed. And I stopped them. I was like, depression is real.
No matter what you're going through right now doesn't mean that it's not going to end. I think too often we think about the stresses that we're dealt with right now, and we think that there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
all that you can see is darkness, and everything that you try to do just kicks you right back in the face, and you just can't seem to get yourself out.
You don't even have to go through something traumatic. Some are caused by something traumatic. Some can be a chemical imbalance in the brain.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. Life is hard. Life is challenging. There are ups and downs.
And these challenges that you face, they're gonna do their best to take you down. Do not let them.
Of course you have to work. Of course you have to show up. Your team needs you. Life needs you. Your family needs you. Life is for the living.
Depression is not only normal, it's essential, and be grateful for it because it allows you to reorder yourself at a higher level.
I speak what's on my heart. And I gave my speech, and as I was closing, I kind of mentioned some depression. Because I was coming out of the winter months, and it hit me again this past winter, and I went and saw the doctor, and so it was on my mind, and it came up. And as I was saying, I thought, this generation of people probably aren't connecting to what I'm saying. When I walked off the stage, and they lined up, the amount of people that thanked me for talking about mental health. And here I was, I thought they didn't want to hear. I thought I was stepping out of line. No, it needs to be talked about because it's not just this generation, it's people are realizing more and more that it's an issue. And the more we talk about it, the easier it is for people to be honest with themselves and get the help they need.
Line up those problems and confront them, face them, fight them. Do not let them bring you down.
Do not personally identify with your depression. See it as you see winter, and winter always leads to spring and summer again. See it as you see nighttime. Nighttime becomes daytime again.
Hold on to that fundamental quality of faith. And on the other side of your pain is something good.
Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. No matter what you're going through right now, doesn't mean that it's not going to end.
Stand up, dig in, let those challenges raise you up, let them elevate you, let their demands and their trials make you stronger. Adversity you face today turn you into a better person tomorrow.
You are worth more than diamonds. All the diamonds in the world, you are so precious. Every single one of your hearts, you can do something. Life is not always good. Life is always not rosy. But life is worth living.
There's one thing that if you did every single day, it would make an extraordinary difference in whatever mental health issue you're struggling with, and that is exercise. And the reason you've got to exercise every day is because what we know about human beings is that when you physically move, your physiology changes, and that changes your brain.
Take the time to rest. Because just what if that resting is the key to world-class producing?
Get outside and exercise every single day as if your life depends upon it, because you know what? It does. Your brain needs it, your body needs it, your mental health needs it.
And I feel like if you had heart problems and saw a cardiologist, well, everyone would be concerned about you, would know you're doing better, and it would be open and honest with the crew. But the most complicated organ in your body, if you have a problem with it, suddenly we don't want to talk about that? No, and you can get over it. And that's what people need to realize. You can be cured. You can get past it.
I assure you, the clouds will lift. Right, there is sunlight above the clouds. You're just looking at the clouds right now. And they will lift, and crisis has come to teach you the big lesson you're meant to learn to move to your next level in the next chapter of your greatest life.
This depression will pass. It will go away, and something much better will take its place. But for right now, all that you really need to know is that you have to make it through.
Getting your heart rate up, getting outside, breathing, feeling connected, getting out of your house, which may make you feel depressed and trapped.
The man I am with you right now as I speak with as much authenticity as I know how to share is the result of my times in the Valley of Darkness.
I'll do a grilled cheese for lunch. No, wait, dino nuggets.
So, I don't know how motivating that was for y'all. I was listening, even though it might seem like I don't be. But it was pretty good for me. The seasons, just like he said, right after winter, we know it's spring, and so on and so forth. You have to look at it like that. And to be honest with you, does it snow in the summertime? Nah. But anywhere in between, you can get any type of weather. What I mean is, in the summertime, you get some rain. In the summertime, you get strong wind. You can get all types of weather. In the wintertime, you definitely can get snow. Will you see a sunny day, though? Yes. So, if you look at that in terms of your mood or your energy level or even just the way that you express yourself, then you get a better picture of what time you're in for yourself. Like even at the present moment, you might be in a certain type of season or feeling or emotion, and if you can see it and have a reference like I just gave you, you'll see where you're going after that. All right, so let's get into our topic for today on Healthy Mental Thursday. So we talking about wonders of the world today. Now, I actually, to be honest with you, I know a lot of little bit of stuff, well, information that could be useful for anybody listening or watching. I know a lot of good little tidbits, and I try to share as much as I can within an hour. I was just joking with Dan saying, hey, man, I used to do this show for 2 hours, and I wasn't even talking like that. I used to be playing a game and just watching videos. But first and foremost, I want to say that I'm just y'all friend. I mean, if you ain't never had a friend through the computer, I'm your friend, baby. I'm just y'all friend. I am not a licensed practitioner. I am not Dr. Earl Nim, and I don't sit at an office with a plaque on the wall with my certificate showing you that I'm certified. I'm just y'all friend, and I'm here to just kind of give what I know, and if you feel like it, give me a follow, subscribe, like, and drop a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on today's show. So, now, what wonders of the world could we possibly look at? Well, there's the wonder that is you. And this is Healthy Mental Thursday. Don't forget it, all right? We're not just doing fun facts about stuff around the world. We relating this stuff, okay? So there's you. There's the wonderful person that is you. And then there is some of the wonderful things in this world you can go see that have been done by other people or built or created by other people. So we're going to look at one of those. And as we looking at it, I want y'all to think, just think about how capable you are yourself. All right? You ain't got to do nothing more special than that. Just think. Just think about how special you are as you looking at this structure or this thing that's been built by some other people, okay? All right, here we go.
Still, it stands. Is it any wonder that we are beginning to believe in an incredible falsity that has existed in civilized society for centuries regarding the context of the historical past and indeed the growing pattern of sensationalization in favor of finding the real reason we don't know who we are? We do need to begin to consider complete cultural breaks in civilization in the history of the earth as a whole. The reasons the pyramids are existing, for example, is something we do not understand because it was the work of a past civilization that was broken from that of our own. Why they built it, we don't know, because they are not linked to us. There was an extinction level event that separated them from us, and we have lost an understanding a long time ago that we are beginning to rediscover in the broken down fragments of artifacts and monuments the world over, that has survived both human destruction and also the natural and cosmic occurrences that are destined to reoccur for all time, whether we are here or not. The destruction of the ancient things by our own people is in that of complete and utter ignorance. The disregard of history in favor of glorified wealth, or to build Cairo with the masonry, was an afterthought. But the removal of the casing of the Great Pyramids went on from the 12th century BC to the 12th century AD, when the Arab historian Abd al-Latif al-Baghdadi visited Egypt in around about 1196 AD and reported that Karakush, working for the Egyptian ruler, began to quarry the smaller pyramids of Giza for building stones. But already in the 12th dynasty of Egypt and around the 20th century BC, the kings of Egypt stole stones from the Giza Plateau and other older pyramid sites to reuse them in their own pyramid complexes, and even earlier, during the 5th and 6th dynasties, the kings started reusing stones and pillars of pyramids and temple complexes of their predecessors, but not yet on such a great scale. The fact that the casing still hangs on the upper part of the middle pyramid on the plateau indicates that those who stripped the fine limestone casing off the pyramid started at the bottom and progressed to the top. It is not clear exactly when the stripping of the casing of the Great Pyramid reached the top, but in the process the upper courses were completely removed. The stripping was probably because the casing was almost entirely composed of the finer limestone from across the Nile Valley at Tura, in contrast to the cruder limestone from nearby quarries at Giza, and which forms the bulk of the core stones. This demonstrates that even in these dynastic times, the dynastic rulers of Egypt could not replicate these things, couldn't transport from the same quarry because they lacked the know-how and resources, and generally, as we see in later construction efforts, they just didn't know how to do it, and neither do we in modern times. Engineers the world over are absolutely adamant that the Great Pyramid is an engineering masterpiece, and a primitive people are certainly not capable of this type of understanding. Ian Ombley writes in The Mystery of the Pyramids, he says, "An intriguing feature of the Great Pyramid is that it misses its top. It is, however, no mystery. The reason why this pyramid misses its top has been explained by the Egyptologist Mark Lanier. We have evidence that the stripping of the fine outer casing of the Great Pyramids began as early as the New Kingdom in ancient Egypt. This is the era of King Tutankhamun. The destruction of the masterpiece by human hands for thousands of years is a stunning realization. Considering how much has been built from the ruins of the ancient monument clearly signifies the utter importance of the wonder to a past civilization. The meaning of we have long forgotten. Some suggest the Giza Plateau is a countdown and the pyramids are pointing out a passage our ancestors may have taken. They left us a warning here at Giza, a highly intelligent people who are attempting to reach through time to point to something out to us of major importance to our survival as a civilization. The countdown is on, guys, and for an alternative theory on what the pyramids are and what they may be representing, we recommend you check out our videos linking pyramids with volcanoes across the entire planet, which should be popping up on the screen right now.
That's what's up. So, y'all can go down that little spill on your own. I showed that right now because how powerful are you? All right? Are you attributing any of it to yourself, to God, to anybody at any moment? But where is it? Is it in you? Is it outside of you? Are you capable of these things? Are you capable of anything? And that's where I want to take us today. The wonders of the world don't mean nothing. It's not like they give you some deep meaning just by looking at them. No, but what they give you is a feeling that you are greater, a feeling that you can do more, and even something like this, like one of the great wonders of the world, because the pyramid is not the only great wonder of the world. But I really want you that's listening and that's watching to ask yourself that question. And the only way to do it is to show you something and then ask you, well, could you do the same? And the answer, I ain't got my chapstick, dang. And the answer, in my opinion, should always be yes, to a degree. And that degree is how hard you're willing to work, how much more training you might need, how much more evaluation of the situation you got to give in. The reason why is because you cannot start to be healthy if you're not first strong. You could be a little weak. You know what I'm saying? I'm down today. I don't really feel like it. But is that in your mind? Is that a real thing? Or what is it? Did you get an injury? And I got to give y'all an example of muscle failure. Now, if you don't know what muscle failure is or never experienced muscle failure, let me tell you, you can't go no more. You can't go no more. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. You know, say, come on, you can get that one more. You can get you. That's muscle failure right there. Twitch, clip that. So, if you can't go anymore mentally, where did you stop at? Were you able to get off in enough time to be able to pick back up later? Or is it complete collapse? And complete collapse mentally is not controllable just because you say it, or just because you know you can do it, or it's out there. Because there are situations and things that happen externally that could cause that. You know, the loss of a loved one, or, you know, losing of a thing that's important or sentimental to you. All of these things could cause that, but let's take a second to just acknowledge the fact that being mentally strong, you don't know where your strength may stop. Now, we can all look at a situation from afar. And what I mean is, listen to me. We can all look at a situation from afar and say, hey, you know, I would. And then we just lose complete grasp of what it feels like for that person to actually be going through that thing in that situation, in that place or state of mind. And that's the from afar. Now, is there a collective situation that we're all in? Okay. Is there a collective situation that we're all in right now that we can't just say, hey, you know, that's someone else. I don't even know how they're dealing with it, but I would deal with it like that, but we're not personally dealing with it? I don't have one that comes to mind other than being at war. If you're living in a country that ain't at war right now, then good on you. If you are living in a country that is at war right now, that's just a collective situation that we all in, that we can say that you can't just turn around and be like, oh, well, you know, well, Hey, it might. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Let us pray. Lord, Heavenly Father, please protect all the men and women at battle right now. Let the artillery and ammunition do what it does, because that's what it was designed to do by man's hands. But please put your hand on the situation, oh Heavenly Father, and that watches over us, our Creator, and make those people, the ammunition, the weapons, the machines, all of the things involved in the situation, understand. Now, we all looking for a little understanding, Lord, and you have to put your hand in there to make those things understand what you see, what you want, how you want. And I believe in my heart and soul that my Creator is not one to just simply blow everybody up. So give the understanding out. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. I love everybody. You know I love everybody. Buddha, the Christ. Who else we got? I'm not just being funny neither. The Dalai Lama. Listen. In this world right now, if you are born belly button, walking around, mama daddy, then your mind. We share a common instrument here in this world, and that's our mind. Unless you just a robot. Anyway, let's watch a video. Hold on. I don't care about them. No. Y'all be trying to, they be trying to play with me, man. So y'all say we gonna get no, we ain't gonna get the natural wonders of the world. Maybe we might. Maybe natural wonders might be. Massive glaciers, staggering mountains, plains dotted with wild animals. I don't want to see this. Well, I'll see this one. It don't matter.
Most people have no idea they can get ready to post content the minute they stop recording with Riverside.
That's what's up, girl.
Stonehenge, located on the Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England, is one of the most iconic and mysterious ancient monuments in the world. It was constructed in several stages, with the earliest elements dating back to around 3000 BC during the Neolithic period. The builders of Stonehenge were part of a prehistoric culture in Britain that left no written records, but archaeological evidence links its construction to a sophisticated society with deep astronomical and ceremonial knowledge. The monument consists of a circular arrangement of massive standing stones, some weighing up to 25 tons. These stones were transported from as far away as 150 miles, including the famous bluestones from the Preseli Hills in Wales. How Neolithic people managed to move these stones remains a subject of debate and fascination. It is believed they used a combination of sledges, rollers, and human effort, possibly aided by waterways and certain engineering techniques. The monument is also precisely aligned with the sunrise of the summer solstice and the sunset of the winter solstice, suggesting its use as an ancient astronomical observatory or calendar. Stonehenge is also thought to have served religious and funerary purposes, evidenced by nearby burial sites. With that being said, these stones are mysterious to this very day, and they continue to captivate us thousands of years later, drawing in millions of visitors each year. The Great Pyramid of Giza, located on the Giza Plateau, near Cairo, Egypt, is the oldest and only surviving structure of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was constructed during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom of Egypt, around 2560 BC, under the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops. Built as a monumental tomb for the pharaoh, the pyramid reflects the architectural and engineering mastery of ancient Egyptian civilization.
Look at that. So, let me stop right here, because now you see what I'm saying. So, are you saying to yourself right now, wow? If you're saying to yourself right now, wow, then that's good. That's what you should be saying. Now you need to ask yourself, who did this? Who made these? Because if they had an arm and a leg and some eyes like you, then what are you? What are we? Are we just some people who, I don't know, just can go grocery shop and put up IKEA furniture? Or are we descendants of these same people who put these things up? Ask yourself. And then you should be opening up and looking at your mental space, your mental health, your thoughts, and all of these things is way more powerful than you've been giving it credit for. So let me go a little bit more.
Reflects the architectural and engineering mastery of ancient Egyptian civilization. Originally standing at 481 feet tall, the Great Pyramid remained the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. It is made from an estimated 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks, each weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons. The exact methods used to construct the pyramid remain debated, but scholars believe that ramps, sledges, and a highly organized labor force played critical roles. Contrary to popular myths, evidence suggests the builders were not slaves, but rather skilled workers who were well fed and housed in nearby worker villages. The pyramid's near-perfect alignment with the cardinal points and its precise dimensions demonstrate a remarkable understanding of mathematics and astronomy. Its base is almost a perfect square, and its sides are closely aligned with true north. Inside, the pyramid contains a complex network of passageways and chambers. Its massive scale and intricate design makes this wonder so fascinating, with the mystery surrounding how it was built with the limited technology of the time continuing to spark debate. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are one of the most legendary wonders of the ancient world, often celebrated for their stunning beauty and advanced engineering. Believed to have been constructed around 600 BC, the gardens are traditionally attributed to King Nebuchadnezzar II of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. According to ancient accounts, he built the gardens in the city of Babylon near present-day Hilla in Iraq to please his wife Amytis, who longed for the garden hills and lush landscapes of her homeland in Media. The Hanging Gardens were described as a high-rise garden, featuring exotic trees, plants, and vines, all thriving in the middle of a desert region. What made them a wonder of the world was not just their visual magnificence, but the impressive irrigation system believed to have sustained them. Ancient writers such as Strabo and Philo mention an elaborate system of water lifts or screw pumps that transported water from the Euphrates River to the upper levels of the garden. Despite their fame, no definitive archaeological evidence of the gardens has ever been found in Babylon, leading some scholars to speculate that they may have been located elsewhere or that they were purely mythical. Some theories suggest they might have actually been located in Nineveh, the Assyrian capital, under the reign of King Sennacherib. Whether myth or reality, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon continue to captivate the imagination for their ambitious design, cultural
My bad, I didn't put y'all on big screen for that. But you see, like I said, you can give yourself a little bit more room to work with, so to speak. Give yourself a little bit more credit, because we are great inside of our mind. It's just we don't know how to balance the chemicals. We don't know how to sometimes we don't even know how to eat right. So it is what it is. All right, y'all. Excuse you, Dan. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, y'all. So, I want to do a test real quick. Y'all, here we go.
significance.
My son was murdered 2.
What is maladaptive daydreaming? Have you ever sat through a boring class only to find yourself drifting into a daydream? Maybe you've dreamt about laying in paradise minutes before checking out of a shift. In most cases, we daydream when we wish to be elsewhere but can't change the current setting or situation just yet. It sounds harmless, creative, and fun, right? But too much of anything is always bad for you. Here's what you need to know about maladaptive daydreaming. What is it? Maladaptive daydreaming is a term first coined by Professor Ellie Sommer. It is a psychiatric phenomenon that can interfere with your ability to carry out daily tasks, including your academics, work, and other regular activities. Professor Sommer found that maladaptive daydreaming occurs in people's lives who have suffered from severe trauma. As a result, they would daydream in order to escape their harsh, painful realities. What's interesting about maladaptive daydreaming is that it actually isn't represented in the DMS handbook that psychologists often refer to when diagnosing patients. However, some professionals believe it is a mental disorder that can severely affect the individual.
Right.
What are the symptoms? People who experience maladaptive daydreaming often get triggered by real-life traumatizing events or mere reminders of them. They usually have very vivid, detailed daydreams that contain rich, imaginative plots. You might whisper during these daydreams, which can last for hours and affect your ability to finish tasks. You might have trouble sleeping at night, too. Maladaptive daydreaming can also coexist with other psychiatric problems, including ADD, OCD, and depression. Is there treatment for it? Unfortunately, there is no known treatment for maladaptive daydreaming. However, there are techniques you can use to reduce the symptoms, such as avoiding potentially triggering people, places, and situations. There is also medication one can take to manage their daydreams. Although maladaptive daydreaming cannot be diagnosed yet by professionals, we wanted to approach it with an open mind and enjoyed exploring it with you. We also included a helpful resource provided in the description box for anyone who may be struggling with dreaming. What other interesting facts do you know about maladaptive daydreaming? Share your thoughts with us below. Also, please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips and share this video with others. With your help, we can reach more people to spread awareness on the mind and mental health issues. Thanks for watching.
Hey, so look. Hold on. I just gotta make sure it's paused. So the reason I showed that one is because with the daydreaming part, yeah, you could have all types of issues because you sit and you be daydreaming, you be in another place. But it's not But I want to highlight the fact that it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's one of the wonders of the world to wonder. Hold on, y'all. Let me send this message. And quite frankly, my problem ain't with daydreaming. I'm gonna take y'all just a level lower real quick. My problem ain't with daydreaming. My problem was actually dreaming. Hey, what's up? Appreciate the likes, bruh. So my problem is with actually dreaming. It ain't with daydreaming. I be sleep. You sit with me long enough, I'm gonna be sleep. I'm just go ahead, go to sleep. You see what I'm saying? So daydreaming for me, when I think about it, it's more so along the lines of one of those things that are helpful more so than it is hurting, unless you one of those people who can't like snap back out of it. You get what I'm saying? You like kind of just there, and then when somebody talking to you, like, oh yeah, that's the worst. But using that ability to for your using that ability to see things that aren't there physically is why you see some of the people at the top. You think Bob Ross could paint them pictures if he ain't see it in his mind first? If he wasn't wondering, oh, you was caught on camera napping the last time. Yeah, I got another clip to post too. Yeah, well, I be falling asleep. That's why I'm being honest. So you think anybody that is a true visualizer doesn't daydream or wonder? So it has to be some benefit or some it has to be some benefit or perk there. You see what I'm saying? It's not just something that, oh, you're daydreaming, you know? And you know, I like the facts they gave on, you know, maladaptive daydreaming and how to reduce the symptoms. But my point in showing it to you is the overboard. You go, I want to learn from you. I got you, bro. I got you. My point is to look at it and adapt what you can. We're talking healthy mental Thursday today, and looking at what type of skills you need to make your mental healthy, or what type of realizations you need to make you healthy, is all you can do for your mental health. You know, you can go to the beach, right? And you can sit out on the beach and take in all the beautiful sights. That's all you can do for your mental health. You could go down to your favorite restaurant because you want to go out there. You want to appreciate the likes, yo. Because you want to go out there. You want to have a good time. That's all you can do for your mental health. You cannot take your mental health out and put an extra few screws in there. You see what I'm saying? The saying, you got a couple screws loose, it does not mean anything. It don't mean nothing. You know why it don't mean nothing? Because you ain't got no screws in your head anyway. There ain't no spanner wrench or lug nut that can fix that. You got to pray. You got to work. You got to do a whole host of things to help you remain healthy mentally, to help you feel better mentally, to help bring you up. You know what I'm saying? Help bring you up. You can't use a tire jack to bring you up mentally. Yeah, hey, that's why I'm painting the picture like that. I see. You can't do anything to bring you up mentally except for go into your mental world or whatever it is you do in your mental world to bring you up. Some people, I'll give you an example. Some will do something that brings them down. In action, it brings them down. And when I say down, they're sad, upset, and just not generally in a good mood. So then they'll go do something to bring them up. And then they're happy. They're in a good mood. They're feeling good. Maybe not looking good, but they feeling good. Now, what they've done to make them feel up runs out. They can't do anymore. They can't go there anymore. Whatever it may be. It could be something, like I said, going to the beach. And they're down again. Now, I'm not a fan of going back to the same place and doing the same thing and having to do the same thing over and over again. I hate that. Why I gotta come here every day? Ain't there something we can do to make this so it's like it's clockwork? Like I ain't gotta do it every single time. Like if I had to move a box one box at a time, right? And they told me I could only move them one at a time, that's cool. You see what I'm saying? But then I'm still thinking, how fast can you receive these? Can you receive them 2 at a time? Or can I only move them 1 at a time? Because you can only receive 1 at a time. Okay, well, since you can only receive 1 at a time, or maybe you can receive unlimited. So I'm going to move them 1 at a time and stack them up right here. And as you receiving them, many at a time, I can be moving. You got this whole stack to receive while I'm moving one. My point in saying all of that is that you yourself have to kind of define what is going to make you feel the way that you want to feel. If it's something external outside of you, you have to realize that that thing may not be there when you need it. Now, if it's something internal, you have to realize that you are going to be there when you need it. I'm not saying one is good over the other, because sometimes you may not be there for yourself. You may be like, you stupid idiot. You did it and you done did it. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it may be like that, and you may reach for that external pick-me-upper. But I'm also saying that you should have some internal engine to keep you going. All right? Maybe that analogy wasn't the best analogy, but hey, we coming up on the last like 10 minutes of the show anyway, you know. So I'm in here asleep. All right, let's look at some more. Let's get some quotes. We ain't did quotes in a minute. Quotes to help stay positive. There you go. Do you really want to stay positive? Or do you just want to be negative? Because I'll be negative, you dummy. But my point in saying that is that if you saw a wrecking ball about to smash your car, that's negative. I need my car. You feel me? But if you saw a wrecking ball about to knock down that building that really ain't been looking good in the neighborhood, and it been crime or something like that over there, knock him down. You feel what I'm saying? So let's do some quotes, and they gotta be read. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. Oh my gosh. Y'all gotta read them out loud. We can't just read them ourselves.
Do not mind anything
okay,
that...
He gonna read them. All right, here we go.
You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist.
Oh my gosh. They starting off on fire.
Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. The fears are paper tigers. You can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life. And the procedure, the process, is its own reward. Do not mind anything that anyone tells you about anyone else. Judge everyone and everything for yourself.
And my people right there.
Learning never exhausts the mind.
That my man's right there.
Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Good judgment comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. It is far better to be alone than to be in bad company.
Yeah, hey, that one hit. Hey, tell me that one didn't hit right there. Tell me that one ain't hit. You be chilling by yourself.
Bad company. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Permanence, perseverance, and persistence in spite of all obstacles, discouragements, and impossibilities. It is this that in all things distinguishes the strong soul from the weak. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Ever tried, ever failed? No matter. Try again, fail again, fail better. Spread love.
Sam Beckett. Sam Beckett. Hold up, I gotta look that up. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know who Sam Beckett is? Yeah. Anybody know who Sam Beckett is?
Yeah. Why? That's who made the movie? I made that.
Get out of here. This is the person that made that quote. That I just heard. But it's also the name of a fictional character from a TV show. And he died December 22nd, 1989. Right
before Christmas?
Yeah.
3 days before Christmas.
But he was 82, so
He could have.
So Sam Beckett was the name they gave to bruh from Quantum Leap. That was his name, the name of the character on Quantum Leap that be jumping through time. Hey, that was cool. I just saw that name and was like, what? All right, here we go. Let's get back to it.
Fail better.
Right, exactly. You gotta fail better, man.
Spread love everywhere you go.
Fail better.
Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?
Exactly.
What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant.
Okay. Yes, sir.
When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us.
What'd you say?
Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom.
Word. That's my boy. Honesty
How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom.
First chapter in the book of wisdom.
If you are not ready to be honest with yourself at the very minimum, you will never receive, nor shall you use, wisdom.
Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else.
That's right.
The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
There we go. All right, y'all. We're going to start winding down for the day. I like them quotes. We ain't did quotes in a minute, so I had to stop back by there. Hey, what's good, FJ89 official? How you feeling? Appreciate you for stopping through on the first time chat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna get the winding down for the day. I hope. Oh, no worries at all, man. So I hope that today you were able to wonder just a little bit. Maybe wonder what I was talking about. Maybe wonder where I was going with all of this. And maybe even wonder about yourself and the things that you do as far as daydreaming or thinking, and even what you think about the pyramids and Stonehenge and all of that. We threw that in there too. Feeling all right, man. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I can't lie, man. I can't lie. I'm all right. Just winding down right now. I'm gonna move back on to my marathon stream I got going on over here. So let me give y'all all the end of the show spill. So tomorrow is Fun Fact Friday. If you have any thoughts or anything that you would like to discuss here on Expansion Pack, please feel free to drop into my DMs or drop in the chat, or even comment down below if you are watching this on YouTube. Now, with that being said, tomorrow, like I said, is Fun Fact Friday. We do not have a show next week. We only do this bi-weekly, so next week there will not be a show, and the week after that I'll be right back. So there is Mindful Monday, Tech Tuesday, Finding Our Way Wednesday, Healthy Mental Thursday, and Fun Fact Friday, which y'all will be a part of if y'all drop back in tomorrow. I'm from the UK. We never reflect upon Stonehenge ever. That's right. Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about you saying that? Is because I didn't get to go and see Stonehenge when I was out in Germany. And you know, there's the Eiffel Tower. There's a whole bunch of sites you can see in Europe. And that's the only one I really wanted to see. Like, I really wanted to go there and just stand. If I couldn't. I was only I was a little bit further from the pyramids, so I couldn't make it there. And I would have loved to have gone to Stonehenge. Have you ever went to Stonehenge? Just drop that in the chat as I'm doing my closeout. So, like I said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. But we will not be back with each other next week. But the week after that, we will be linking back up with each other. Feel free to tune in to the Back to School Marathon going on here on DGTA TV, and also on P5 Vibes TV, which is my family channel, and on my own personal channel on Twitch. We're streaming all across all three, so ain't no excuses for you not to get up in there and jump in the chat and be like, hey, Dan, this day 5 now. You got to hold tight. Stay strong, brother. Stay strong, brother. Yeah, the sleep part of the stream be getting me, and I don't think I be getting proper sleep at night when I do that, because during the day sometimes if I'm sitting around too long, y'all see the clips. But anyway, yes. Okay, lived in Egypt too. Never went to the Sea of... Oh, you should have went. You needed to go. My God, you needed to go. You should, because I would have been the main one asking you questions about it. But it's okay. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. And I hope that you tune in tomorrow for the stream as well, man. Feel free to go follow me on my Dan F. Man 007 channel right there at the bottom of the screen. As you can see, follow me on Twitch as well. I'm going back to the back to school marathon, so y'all jump back in here. I'm gonna go take my dog on a walk, and then we're gonna be right back live on the back to school marathon. So y'all get in here, y'all enjoy with me, and yeah, I'm gonna see y'all the next time. So I'm gonna put on an outro song as I usually do. Y'all don't leave before the song go off. Let me see which one I got for y'all today. I think I feel like playing this for y'all. Y'all can hear me rap a little bit. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get on up out of here like I keep saying. Balance. And y'all have a great day for the rest of the day. If you want to hit me up and say anything about the show, feel free to do it. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to holler at y'all next time. So everybody who know the words, y'all say it with me now. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is DGTA-TV. Uh-huh. Peace.
In my life. Hey, I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my Everybody life. say they hit the block hard. Can't be nothing but a G from the hood if you want you a black card. But that won't me. I was wondering about the stars. I left high school and didn't know my physical form. My mental picture was informed by where my was going. I put the pencil to the pad to study how to reality form. School board type sitting in front of the class. Got good grades, understanding the task. Got older, changed my whole style up a bunch. Things I never did, I started to do them a bunch. Mistakes that I made like a weight and it's starting to feel like a ton. My life, I only get one, nothing under the sun. Can't be new if it's done. Truth is meant only for some. Learn that I became the one. First person view looking through my eyes at what I become. Win, 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 now I done won. Live, love, laugh, learn what to do. Wisdom serve like some soul food. I ain't been through what you've been through, but I've been through what I've been through. So this song just to tell you about my life. My life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my life. Come on, man, come on. Man, you taking too long. You making us late trying to go your bag. Look, I got my ticket. I'm gonna be at gate 3B. You can't see me jumping all aboard the love train. Get your ticket at the check-in. Leave the station now. This your last chance to step in. Put your luggage in the overhead. This party's about to jump like the springs under the bedspread. Buy you a drink at the bar. Go take a dip in the pool or go pool out at the spa. The love train. So you better reserve your seat. My name is Laylo. All aboard at gate 3B. Get your ticket at the check-in. We leave the station now. This your last chance to step in. So welcome you all aboard my train. My name is Laylo. I am your conductor today. We about to cruise, spread love across the U.S. of A. So pack your stress with your luggage and put it in the overhead. Party's about to jump like the springs under the bedspread. So let's roll. Let's go. It's a party in the bag. Just make sure you hit the dance floor. No hatred on the train. My security is Rambo. Now let's ride to the rhythm of life. Destination set on love and we arrive in the night. No strife, no stress, only love in the air. Make love, not war.